Hello everybody, Dick Goodman here, and we're outside. It's a beautiful day in Georgia, and let me show you what I've been wasting my money on now. I just bought this on Marketplace, and I wanted to share it with you because it's going to kind of be a fun little project, I think. And what we got is a brand new trailer. Well, it's not brand new, it's used. And let me give you a little history and a walk around on it. This is a 16-foot trailer that I bought, again, on Marketplace. I paid $2,000 for it, and I thought it was a pretty good deal. I'll be truthful with you, I've been working on it for the last couple weeks, so it's got quite a few improvements on it. We'll start over on the front. I've added some new safety chains. They were all junk. I've added a Reese hitch on the front. This is for my Warren winch that I have, and I can just slide it in there in that Reese hitch, and then I can use it to pull stuff on the trailer that doesn't run. So that whole apparatus here is all stuff I've put together and added. I've also added some support plates here and here that weren't on there before, because what I did is there was a brace that went from the tongue all the way up to this piece right here, and of course I had to take that out to be able to put the winch in there. I've added all new wiring, and I don't have that hooked up yet. I'm waiting for a terminal block to come in so I can put all the wires on there. But you can see over here I've added a tie down, and same on the other side. What I also did is I put all brand new springs in it. One of the springs was broken, so I put all brand new ones in. I think they're 1,750 pounds each, because the axles are 3,500 pounds. So it's going to be a 7,000 pound gross trailer, and it did not have any brakes on it. And so I've installed electric brakes on both axles, so all four wheels have electric brakes right now, and it's all wired up to the front. And again, I'm ready to terminate all those wires. And one of the things I added those 2 1/4-inch 2-inch wide strips down below, and there's a battery box for the breakaway switch that automatically puts the brakes on should the trailer ever come loose. On the back, I've also, on both sides, I've added a tie down, and there's another one over there. There wasn't any on here, and I've also reinforced this angle iron beam coming up on both sides with a 5x5 by 1/4-inch plate underneath that goes underneath to give it some strength. They weren't very strong, and they were actually bent in a little bit. We've got all new LED lights all the way around, so we should be good to go there. Bobby's going to come over on Saturday. We're going to sandblast it and give it a good coat of paint. Now let me show you what was on this trailer and why I think it was probably a pretty good deal. And this is what was on there. I think it's about 125-gallon propane tank. And it is full of propane. And along with that, bolted down, was that generator. And I'm going to have some fun with that. Let me show you that. That is an old Onan generator. It's got a Ford V8 in it, and I believe it's a 292 V8. Although I'm not really sure, and I don't know how you tell the difference between a 292 and a 272, but I believe this generator is somewhere around 1959, I think. I'm not real sure about that, but nobody at Ford can tell me anything about the engine, even though I've got all the numbers. They all told me my numbers were wrong. Of course, This thing was built before they were born. People I was talking to. It is. I think I said it is a 3-phase generator. 120 208 3-phase. So that's going to be kind of fun. I've never had a 3-phase generator before. And this will give you another look at this side of it. Again, if you know how to tell the difference on what model Ford engine it is, let me know. I'd appreciate that. Of course, it is propane fuel generator, or engine, I should say. And I'll be truthful with you, I did take a look at some things on it. I did try to bar it over, and it does turn over. So then I put a battery on it and spun it over. And I checked for spark, and there was no spark. So I had already bought a set of points for it because I kind of figured that may be what's wrong with it. And the guy that had it before me, he said they tried to run it and it wouldn't go. It wouldn't start. So I knew right off the bat that it probably, I mean, with a propane unit like this, there's not a whole lot that can go wrong with it. Either you don't have propane or you don't have spark, one or the other. But these were the points, and years ago, everything had points and condenser, and of course they were inside the distributor, underneath the distributor cap. Today we all have electronic ignition, coil over plugs, but these, in the day when I was growing up, this is something that every fall or every 10,000 miles you had to put a set of points, condenser, and usually plugs too. If you'll notice the contact area in the points, it's all white and it's all corroded. So there's no way these points were ever going to fire. All right. So again, I've already changed them, and I've put new points and new condenser in, and I did crank it over. It does have spark. So we're going to put some propane on this thing, and we're going to see what happens. So stay tuned. Okay, I got it all set up. I've hooked up the propane tank over here. We got that hooked up to the unit. So we've got propane. I've checked the oil. I've checked the water. I think everything's okay. I've got the control panel open. There was a lot of dirt in there, and I cleaned all that out. And there's some loose wires and stuff in there. But we're gonna see if this thing runs first. So I'm gonna turn the battery switch on, and we're gonna crank on it and see what happens. Here goes. First time. All right, sweetie. I'm not sure we're getting any fuel, so we're going to check that out. I guess it would help if I had the coil wire in. We'll try it again. Well, I don't know how you shut it off. I had to turn the gas off. I flipped every switch and I couldn't get it to shut off, but hey, it runs. Now we're going to see if it puts out any power. Well, I just finished checking it all out, and there's a switch, like a circuit breaker for one leg. I'm not sure how it works, but there's one of those on the console, and I didn't have it turned on, and the minute I turned it on, the engine dipped a little bit and the voltage came right up on it. So yeah, and it's adjustable. I had it as high as 140 volts on the one leg. That'd be like L1 to neutral or ground. And then from leg to leg, it was reading like 245, something like that. So I adjusted the voltage down to 120. And then on the three-phase part of it, she came out at 210, which it should be 120, 208, so that's pretty good. So this thing puts out power. It seems to run good. I'm going to do a little work on it and fix a couple things up on it, and we could get the oil changed on it and new filter, because I'm sure that hasn't been done in God knows how long. And I'm going to check it all out, and I'm going to figure out why it doesn't shut off. I don't like that. But I guess that means the generator's working on it. Otherwise, it would shut off. But so apparently that's working good. So we'll stay tuned. We'll keep you posted. Thanks. Bye-bye.